We get a lot of questions at Black Dog Fitness about what kind of hand wraps people should use under their boxing gloves. So the whole point of hand wraps is to hold your wrist bones and knuckle bones in place, give them a little bit more support. It's not really to give yourself more padding. So there, hold your bones in there, and there are two kinds of wraps. You have your traditional fabric wraps, the ones you see very commonly, most often. And then you also have speed wraps. These are like fingerless gloves. Yeah, a lot easier to put on. Some of them, and we'll go through all that. All right, so hang on. First, boxing glove, boxing glove, boxing glove. Okay, fingers, lots of padding. Not boxing glove. This is an MMA glove. MMA, they have their fingers available because they grapple and wrestle and poke in eyes and other stuff with their fingers. So this is not a boxing glove, and I do not recommend using them for boxing because hitting that on a heavy bag, oh yeah, that hurts. Woo. All right, again, not speed wraps, MMA glove. We're getting closer. This might be for just, I don't know, a little bit of punching. Who knows? That's a biggie. The issue here is if this is a speed wrap, you're going to have to buy gloves that are like 2 and 3 sizes too big. And that's not going to work out in a few different areas. This might be great for like speed bag, but not so good for speed wraps. We're getting there. We're getting there. Getting closer, but we have tactical padding on this one. Probably a little bit much. You're going to have to buy another size larger. All right, now here is the most common one that I see in our gym, is the speed wrap. This one has 2 Velcro straps, and speed. They're on. 1 Velcro strap, tighten up there a little bit. 1 Velcro strap, tighten up here a little bit. Let's go the other way. And it's on. A whole lot easier to deal with than all the of fabric wraps. Bingo. Not a ton of support in the knuckles, but a lot of support in the wrist. There are a lot of different kinds of speed wraps. You have this one, kind of like a sock. Got a little bit of padding, got a little bit of wrap to it. You can give your wrist a little bit more help. Bingo, bango, you already got your wraps on. All right, that's like second best. At least the second most that I see in the gym. And then we have just a sock. It's basically like a sock. There's really not a whole lot of help, not a whole lot of support here, and it's pretty much just going to soak up sweat. And there. And then we have this. I'm not entirely sure what this even is. You have some extra gel wrap, and then you also have a whole lot of fabric wrap. So it's like maybe the best of both worlds, or a Frankenstein, or a hybrid, or I don't know. But it's an option. If your knuckles hurt a lot after punching, after boxing, okay, try this. But the go-to is your traditional fabric wrap. There are videos upon videos of how to put this on your own. Eventually you'll figure out a way that you like, that helps you. That's bad. That you can do. However, keep this in mind. There are at least 2 different sizes of fabric wraps. This one is 180 inches long. That's pretty standard. For smaller hands, you have the 120. It's a bit smaller by, I don't know, it's a little bit smaller by a certain number of inches that I can't think of right now. So, fabric wrap, sock, essentially, speed wrap, where's the other one? Speed wrap, boxing. Okay, now you know. Go forth and conquer.